Hello all, Bello here. This is my first live stream and we're going to be doing it about Plunder Pirates today. And also today we're going to be doing a Dr BuGu. Obviously it's live attacks, we are live streaming. I hope we're live streaming anyway because I really need this to work. I'm so nervous, you would not believe. I've been putting this off for a few months now. But I'm also super excited to get this going. Just want to make sure, right, stream health is healthy. We're not doing no live cam. Hell no, I'm nervous enough as it is. Let's see if we can find out some. Oh no, let's turn off messages. I'm noob with this, absolute noob. Right, wrong thing there. Hopefully we're going to get this right. Is there a little chat function surely somewhere? I can see people talking if anyone is actually going to be watching this live stream with me. Let's try my laptop. I'm not sure if that's going to be in sync or not. I think I have a live chat here in front of me. Just wait a second. Okay, live chat is going. Say something. I'll try and say something. And let's type in here. Hello. Oh. Okay, so let's quickly go into live video quality check connection running app. So that's no good, is it? Oh, there we go. So we can see hello on there and chat there. Okay, let's push that. Two people watching. Fantastic. Welcome to the channel. Let's get some raids going. Our first one is going to be obviously Dr BuGu. I am PR 100, or should say sub 100, and here is a first little look here. Now obviously I think we're using scallywags rather than bucks, so maybe it's not quite Dr BuGu. We might have to revert back to getting the bucks in the tavern instead of the scallywags. Now this base I know is going to throw a little conundrum at us. It's going to try and force us to go into either side there. I've got the wrong type of troops going there, otherwise I would take that base on, no problem. We're going to skip here. We're trying to look for, I'd say, about 800,000 plus of each resource if possible. This one would be super ideal, but not enough loot there. We're not rumbling today, so we don't have to focus on plunder points. It's purely resources. I take either or. Got a ton of academy training to do. So have a little look at this one. 973. There's not a lot of grog there, but the golds, I really need that. I've done all walls to 14, 2 walls now to level 15. They are now going to be 1.8 million a pop, which is super pricey. Can we get this loot? So gold. We need to come in from an angle. Let's try it. That gets rid of the scallywags anyway. We're coming from this direction. Obviously clear out these outlying buildings first, and let's see how we go. Now this is a gigantic button. Christ almighty. Wow, okay. Let's get our gunners in there. It's really going to be in the way of my raiding. I've got Sadie the Goat. I don't really want to use her if possible. Once these buildings go, we can start to get our scallywags in. We're going to get them in a nice long line here. There we go. Space those out. Let them take some damage. Get our Witch Doctor in there. Now we're going to try and get our bombers in that location. Hopefully getting around in here. Busting a hole in the wall for us. Again, another nice long line of gunners. Trigger their ability too. Right, okay, can we really sneak the Sadie the Goat? Maybe if we try it and put a, I don't know, say up here, she'll work her way around at the top for us. Let's go back into the battle now. Don't want to lose our cameraman. The Witch Doctor's here. Hopefully he's not going to go out of the way too much. Let's use our Resurrect now, so a couple of skellies in there to help us on our way. We've got a low level mortar there. We've got a maxed out one there. There's focus onto this one here. There is another mortar there, isn't there? Yes, over the back here. He's focusing on the skellies around this location. Witch Doctor. Oh, I knew it's going to go down. We're not going to 3-star it. We've got the Grand Pounder Pandy and the men here. Not got a Resurrect there, so we're in big problems. But we now should be able to get in through to the gold storages. So maybe if we get a few more guns in this location, should be able to clear out the rest of those gold storages. Got to be careful of that mortar shot there. No, don't go there. I was hoping some of the gunners would stay in that area. Now he's going to hit all my gunners in one fell swoop. Wow, if we don't get this storage down, we're going to be in problems. There we go. So we've got a few gunners here with a brain cell. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Get the rest of this gold for me. Not been a total fail. And there goes the BuGu, or should I say the... I can't even call it BuGusk, can I? It's the Gusk. Dr Gusk is here today. Can we get the last of the grog storage? And we can, leaving a few resources. Not going to get the 3-star. However, we are getting some damage from Sadie the Goat. She really helps, I think, come through the back way. She's gone down anyway. We could use our 10 gunners from Pyral 6. We're not going to 3-star. Can we get the rest of the gold? I don't know. If they're going to go the wrong way, oh, that ship's really hurt my gunner. No, end of battle. Nice try. We got all the resources though. That's all we really care about in this episode. Okay, what troops are we going to use now? I'm looking at chat. No one's written anything in chat, so I'll just wing it. See if I can wing it myself. So we've got the gold there, 145 plunder points. Let's, as I said, not recruit that same lineup. Let's try and go with our BuGus. Okay, let's try and think this one through. Let's go with a Witch Doctor, of course. Let's go with 6 bombers. What else can we go with? Let's go with... yeah, let's just go with the BuGu. Dr BuGu is going to be impressed. Let's go with, I think maybe 28, just see how many gunners we can get there as well. Hopefully they're going to match up about the same. We're on 65, perfect, we can get, what's that, 32? Yeah, 32 bucks, that's perfect. 32-minute cook time, roughly thereabouts. Don't know the cost of the army, but we'll find that out in a short while. Again, let's just go for some resources. I've got jugs that finished yesterday. I've got brutes sitting there. I've got sky raiders sitting there. I think, I can't remember if I started them. We've got thieves sitting there. I'm pretty sure we're okay in the voodoo hut till tomorrow, so we don't need to worry about that. But we've got so much stuff that's starting to finish. We've got no legendary pirates upgrading. There is just a ton of grog that we're going to need in this episode, or gold, either or. Again, because we're sort of around the PR 100, we're going to see a lot of bases that's not up to scratch. Some of them are going to have low resources. This one looks a bit ideal. Look at that blacksmith. I think it's a level 1, level 2 blacksmith. Could be wrong. Level 5 ship there. A low pirate cacher there. Academy 2, guild hall. Everything's real low. I have no idea. The walls are low. I need to get into this. Can I? Right, there's a ground pounder there. Where is the other ground pounder? There's 2, surely. Unless he's only got 1, or he's hiding the other. Right, 1 there and 1 there. Let's not miss those. Let's get a couple of bucks in, and a gunner in there. Matt McCracken, so he's going to be good for resources. Okay, so we've got the fire from the pirate hall there, which is quite clever. We're not going to use any abilities. As soon as we take out this Matt McCracken, he's going to take out the, I think it's the 20% buff on the storages. So we'll be able to take out the collectors a lot quicker and the storages. Maybe we can try and come in from the back way. We've got the ground pounder here as well. Hello Carlos, I can see you in chat. Nice to see you on the live stream. Right, let's get a couple of bucks and gunners here. Try and clear out this ground pounder. And another couple more because we need them to tank that damage for us. Got the voodoo hut, which is quite tanky. As long as I get down to about 20 troops of each, I'll feel confident. We've still got 2 minutes left. As soon as this ground pounder goes down, like so, perfect. Now we can try and think about coming in the back route. However, be careful because of the shark trap. We want to trigger that first before we deploy our main bulk of bucks. There we go. So that's triggered. Now again, let's just get a little line going on. A few just in here. Now a main line is going to go in this area here. Hopefully focusing on the right key area. Get bombers in that location. Now this should start to trigger onto those walls in a second, like so. Perfect. Now let's use our ability. Let's keep back a couple of gunners. There we go. Now we're into this main section. We have the Witch Doctor backing up our troops. Hopefully now the gunners are going to push in, and the Witch Doctor should follow in with those gunners. And obviously protecting the main bulk at the front here. And in we go. We're coming through the right side here. We're sort of prevented by a wall here. Need to start resurrecting some of these skellies. Push up a little further. It's gone roughly the wrong way. I need him to come into this main section. However, we cannot wait any longer. Need to resurrect some skellies because most of our bucks have been taken out. Get rid of this mortar real quick. Got the gun towers in the back there. So it's going okay. 100% unlikely. As soon as this pirate all goes down, then we can start to target these other storages and gun towers. Let's use our ability there. Keep an eye. So I have got 10 gunners at the back here. These gunners might be able to do the trick for us. Take out this gun tower. Perfect. Now we've only got the cannon and the bunker to worry about. We should have enough here to be able to take on this cannon and the gold storage. That's it, folks. Focus the cannon. Don't worry about the storage. We'll get that in a minute. So we've got our one gunner here. A lonely gunner taking on the cannon. There we go, perfect. 20 odd seconds remaining. Let's get our last gunners in here. Just make sure there's nothing else about. No. So Silo's quite tanky. 2 gunners to be able to take that out within 15 seconds. Doing a fantastic job here at this raid. And you can see there's a lot being triggered off here. Always mines. Use our ability. Let's take on the ARRR. And there's our 3-star. Perfect. So that one was all about picking apart certain... take apart the ground pounders. Take apart the legendary fort to get rid of the buff on the LP, because don't forget, as soon as that's destroyed, then all buffs are void. and then take out the shark trap with a couple of bucks, and therefore your main army won't get triggered, because I've done that in a few raids in the past. Your whole army of tanks gets obliterated in one foul swoop, and that is raid over. So be careful, always make sure you take on those shark traps. For now, I'll carry on using this until someone puts in the comments, or should say in chat, that they want to see a different army combination. If so, let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll make sure that that happens. Our first streak, so this one's going to be for Scallywags. We just got done using Scallywags. It could have been for bucks instead. Never mind. We could always come out of it or just carry on winning, hopefully. Oh yes, I just got a message from FT. Thanks for the Dr BuGu shout on YouTube. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, what place did we finish in the Rumble? It gave me the rule, but didn't show me the leaderboard. We finished first by about 20,000 plunder points. I think thereabouts. I do have screenshots, and I'll take a look at them later and let you know if you want me to. Thank you, Carlos. Right, okay, let's go and find another raid. Something like that would be lovely. If we had thieves, that'd be perfect. I was using thieves the other day, but then the Rumble come along, and that's why I generally farm low down. I'm starting to try and use the thieves. I want to get to a point where I'm confident using the thieves, and then I can show you guys a few tricks, because I've heard of a trick with Annabelle, but I want to practice first with the thieves, then Annabelle and the thieves, and then I'll put the videos out to YouTube when I'm confident enough that I'm reasonable at doing it, and you guys will be able to learn a new method of farming. As long as I think you've got, is it first touch or light touch from the thieves? No, light touch is the speed, I think. But the one where it cloaks them for 5 seconds, I'm not sure what academy that is. If anyone knows, let me know in the chat below, or if not, after the live stream's finished, let me know in the comments below. Let's take a look now. Hopefully we're going to find something, because I hate it next. That's a design, I'll tell you what, that I've not seen before. That's quite clever. So they've used their walls to make a big gap here. This isn't going to work in Thunderstruck event because it's going to be a puddle base, but they're using the decorations to make you spawn further away, and they've got their buildings here, so the mortar's going to be able to hit probably in about a range of there, doing quite a bit of damage before they even get through to a layer of walls. Quite clever. Maybe someone wants to try it and let me know how that works out for them. These walls, oh man, although they're not as strong as mine, well, the pink ones are, there's quite a few decent level defense. There's some maxed out Pyro 11 apart from the walls. The defences are up to scratch, so we skip that base. We're going to be a chicken. So I'm going to check the live feed here. Yeah, excellent, perfect. And there's still 2 watching, so who else is watching? I definitely know Carlos is here. Who else is watching the show? Let me know, please. Again, this is a maxed out Pyro 11 defences just because of the walls. I do say to you that walls are important, and to a point they are, but I still, until I get through the double layer of walls, even single, I've got so much firepower hitting my lower level troops, so it does matter. But if those maxed out Pyro 11 troops, then I would, you know, not even think twice about it. Go straight through those lower level walls. Where is all the loot? I know it's the weekend, but there we go. There's a bit of grog for us. Okay, so Grand Pounder there, mortar there. The bunkers, I don't quite get. Right, so he's trying to protect that with those 2. Quite clever, but I think the range is going to come to about there on this bunker. Always try to remember where the bunkers are, especially when you're using heavy gunners, because they will shred your heavy gunners apart. We've got Qingxi in the back here. Take a quick look at the buff. You can see they're going to do a lot of damage. If we can, we need to make that priority number 1. Take out the legendary fort, because we don't want the damage of the defences coming on to our troops, because it's just going to be absolute terrible news for us. Although they are pirate white defences and it's maxed out, it's done a fantastic job. Looks like it's just maxing out the rest of these walls now. We've still got to throw caution to the wind here. We do not want to throw this raid away because there's quite a bit of grog up for grabs. Let's get a couple gunners in here. So they're going to take their time taking apart this ship. We don't mind. There's a flame gates over here that's just being wasted. Right, so because of the Grand Pounders where they're positioned, I really ideally want to come in from this angle here. So let's get started on that. We're not going to use Save the Goat. We've got a grog storage here. Can we get that without being in range? That's going to be close. Just managed it. Perfect. Now let's get our troops in here. Again, we might just sort of come in 2 directions. We'll take Grand Pounder fire there. Get a Witch Doctor in that location. Use our ability early. The guild ship troops should go down pretty quick too. Let's start getting our bombers in there. We're starting to clear some of those buildings. Now let's trigger our gunners ability. Now once these gunners push up a little bit, the Witch Doctor is going to push in. There we go, the ground pounder's going to go down. It's ground pounder number 1 gone. That's it. Keep pushing in there, Witch Doctor. Let's get our first few gunners, sorry, our last few gunners. Bucks, I'm getting it all wrong today. Pushing in now. We're going to keep 3 gunners back. Always keep a few back in a mercy, just in case. Let's use our Witch Doctor's ability. Couple of skellies, not a lot, but some. We really need to take down this mortar here. Use our kaboom ability. Hope to take out this wall here. Real close. Should reset if they don't die. There you see the bombs being chucked. Ah, they've gone down, but managed to rip a hole into the base there. We've got big problems. The ground pounder is coming in. The Witch Doctor is not going to survive too long. If he keeps taking these hits, he's gone. He's out of here. This could spell real bad news, because I don't think we've got enough troops to take on this base. It depends on mortar fire. It depends where he's going to focus. He's going to... Oh no, the mortar's gone down. So we have a chance. We do have a chance. Pay attention, Sib. The ship's gone down. We do have this lonely cannon here. So if we put one in about there, that should target the cannon. Don't make me look stupid. Come on, gunner. No zigzagging. There we go. So we're going to 1v1 that cannon. Perfect. We now have 2 gunners here. Can we? Have we got enough in the tank? I think so. Do we care about the freestyle? No, let's use our ability. Come on. There we go. Oh, we've got 1 gunner left. There we go. So we've got a Mystic Maul. We've got the grog storage here. We've got 30 odd seconds to go. We've got some gunners in there. They can't be hit by the ground banner. We've got the pirate all there. It wasn't the best of raids, but it should be enough to get the rest of the grog storage. Might even take out the pirate. If we can do that, it'll take about 3 shots to take out that ground pounder, giving us the 100%. 13 seconds left to go. Can we do it? I don't know. We need to stay on target again. There we go. The countdown is going. Oh, this is going to be close. There comes a fire from this gunner. Oh, man, this is close. No. There goes. Yes! There we go. 1 second remaining. There's a 3-star. I'm getting excited about 3-star and a pirate away. I was using Dr BuGu, guys. It was a really clever base design. Probably a bit of bad deployment from me. Half my army got obliterated by the ground pounder on the left side. The ground pounder was, and the Witch Doctor went down pretty early because of that. So it's a big part my fault, but we still done it. It's one of them raids where you don't think it's going to happen, like the other day. Who watched that video? Did you watch the video where it looked like I was going to get 0 stars? All of a sudden, I'm going to keep bringing this up, by the way. The 3 stars came. Oh my god, it's just a special moment. I can't believe it. Anyway, let's move on to our next one. No one's commented yet about me wanting to use different troops, so we just carry on using Dr BuGu for now. And there again, you've got 2 grog storages there. We've got a little puddle there, puddle there. They might be intentional because of the range of the mortar. We'll cover both of those puddles. But if you want to be sneaky, you go, well, if you've got using jugs, well, I put a jug in now, and then because that's the first troop deployed, then the mortar will start to target that juggernaut. Then you can deploy in that little puddle. The problem is the troops will start to go in like a star direction, over there, there. They just go everywhere. Right, the ground pounder there and 1 down. So the best course of action, I think, is going to be take out these few buildings here, deploy it in this direction. Oh, he's deployed Sadie. That always happens. Damn fat thumbs. Okay, so we take out these outline buildings first, like so. Put a gunner up there. Let's get 1 in there. That should be fine for that corner covers. Let's get 1 in there. Make sure you get all these buildings that you might regret later on taken care of. Let's get a couple of bucks in there. They'll head towards that gun tower. Perfect, take that out. That's going to be 1 less direction that my troops will now want to go. So let's stop talking. Let's get deploying. Get our bucks in there. Keep, again, a few back. Get some gunners in there too. Let's get a Witch Doctor in about there. Let's deploy our bombers here, because they should start to target around this direction here. Let's use our abilities. Get it popping. There we go. So as you see, I mean, now we're sort of in a sort of, I don't know, a boomerang shape. Therefore, it gives the defences something to think about. Instead of being in one big cluster, my troops are spread out in many clusters. Therefore, giving the defences something to think about. They can't just, mortar shell my whole army here. They've got to take their time and obviously go in different directions. Now let's start to think about getting some troops in this location. A few gunners there. I'm going to get 1 up there, 1 in there. We misclicked that. There we go. And now in that direction too. Again, because we want our troops spreading out, this is really going to help our raid. This cannon's going to go down in a second. They're going to focus the mortar. Hopefully. Come on, gunners. Don't let me down. That's it. Shoot over the wall for me. Perfect. Pirate Hall's gone down. We've got loads of troops here. Use the witch dots. Get some skellies going for us. We've got Save the Goat. That's an accident. Didn't need her. Bombers are still alive, surprisingly. Always a surprise when I see bombers still left. Use the Buck's ability. I use 8 jugs, 26 gunners, 8 bombers, 1 witch dots, 1 heavy gunner, and you got 5 space to put whatever you want. Right, okay. I'll try that. Thanks. I don't know what I put in there. I'm looking on the laptop now just to have a little recap. 8 jugs, 26 guns, 8 bombers, 1 witch dot, 1 heavy gunner, and 5 spaces. I might chuck in some Sky Raiders or Ghastly Gunslingers. What do you think? Let me know quickly, Carlos. What one do you want? Sky Raiders or Ghastly Gunslingers? I'm thinking Sky Raiders. Just so it's something different. If I can use the guns to clear out some of those buildings that's going to prevent us from getting in. It depends on ARRRs as well, though. That's the problem. Okay, let's not push the button because we know we're good at pushing that and we end up reordering our army. Right, okay, so it's 1 witch doctor. Was it 8 jugs? Let's have a look. What else is it? 26 gunners. Right, so a priestess. Yeah, but that takes up 2 slots. What about the other 3 slots? 26 gunners, 8 bombers. Oh, wrong button. There we go. 8 bombers, 26 gunners. Back this way. This is a pain. I have recently mentioned about after a battle, the way that the troops are ordered is from left to right. So say using bucks and then say using juggernauts. Complete weird combo, right? But the bucks will cook first because that's the way it processes. It goes from the far left side to the far right. So if you want your Ghastly Gunslingers training first, then that's what you better be hoping for to be using. Because it'll cook everything else before the Ghastly Gunslingers. So you have to manually remove it, and you only get 50% of your grog cost that you deploy for your army. So it's sort of a bit of a con now. 3 Ghastly Gunslingers or 3 Sky Raiders. Quickly choose one for me, Carlos, please. 1 heavy gunner as well, that was. Right, that gives us 5 slots. Priestess gives us 3 slots. What was the other one? Ghastly Guns just 3. Alright, okay, 3 extra gunners. 3 extra gunners it is. There we go. 14 gems. Let's go. Is there any type of base you want to see me try and take on with this? Although don't forget it's going to be a bit hard. Oh no, we're using jugs now. Yeah, so is there any type of base you want me to try and take on with this combo? Any type of legendary pirate you want me to use as well? Again, we're looking for something. We need a farm, and this army's going to cost me quite a bit more. This is a strange one. Not enough loot there for me personally. Wow, okay, look at those walls. Man, they're level 6, I think. Christ. Need to upgrade them walls. That again, you need to upgrade your walls. Ground pounders. Note whatever you feel comfortable taking on. That base back there, the level 6 walls, I was perfect with that one. Right, again, come on, let's find us some bases. How long does it take you to find a base by pushing next? That's what I want to find out. Everyone next in. Do they just 5 clicks and next like, I've had enough, I'll take this base on because it's got, I don't know, 500,000. Or are you a bit more picky? Are you going for the millionaire raids? Or at least 1,000,000 of one of either of the resources. Like this, would you go, well, that's enough, there's 500,000, that'll cover costs, get me a bit of gold to dump into walls or a new defence, whatever. This is interesting. I like this chat function. This is brilliant. If I can get more, this is unannounced. So if I make like an announcement every Wednesday, every Saturday, for instance, they're probably the best times for me to live stream. Although this is Sunday, but generally Wednesday and Saturday would be the best time for me to live stream. I personally love Greenbeard because his tank, it does really high damage, and yes, he does. I think the more you upgrade him, or some of the LPs, then some of their upgrades actually increase their speed of movement, which is handy, especially someone like Cornelius is a bit sluggish, so that really help. Okay, so the grog's not fantastic here. The base, where it's a Pirate Hall 9 and 8 mishmash, 801,000 gold. Can I really turn it down? No, I don't think so, so I think we'll go for this. There's a lot of corner buildings here to worry about. Didn't even look for the ground panels. Right, so they're both facing the wrong way as well. There's a low-level legendary fort with Matt McCracken. Let's get him going. Let's just get one gunner in most of these corners. Got to worry about there because I don't want the gunner going in the wrong direction. And there as well. Then they should start to work upwards towards the guild ship. but there's a gun tower there, so we're going to come across a problem there later on in the raids. We've got a mortar here. Right, okay, so there we go. Let's try and think about this. If we get a juggernaut there, get a couple of gunners here, so they're focusing the mortar now. Oh my god, where's he going? Right, so he's triggered a bomb. Perfect. We'd scatter mortar using 1 jug, 2 guns. If they all die, doesn't matter. Now we start to focus on the ground pounder here. Let's get a jug in there. Get one in there. I'm thinking about the distraction because he's going to go in there and he's going to get the mortar focusing him shortly as well. So we've got plenty of jugs in here to tank damage. Just, you know, dot them around there. Let's get our bombers in there. Let's get Witch Doctor in behind. Heavy gunner. Let's try and figure out getting... I want to put him here. Otherwise the Witch Doctor's going to follow him like a bad smell. And we don't want that. We're going to try and keep a juggernaut... a heavy gunner separated from the heavy gunner. Otherwise it's just going to be big problems. He'll never go and heal any of my other troops. I should say protect. And he'll never revive the troops that I want. Right, Princess is there. You can see the little swell around her. Perfect. Cannon there. She's not being shot, is she? If so, she's doing a fantastic job of not being hit. That's it. Keep an eye on her. Again, go a bit closer. Now it's hit it. And that also locks up the pirate ult as well there. We lost our heavy gunner. Oh, heavy gunner. User. Sorry about it. Bad camera skills. We're not using the Sadie to go. We need the Witch Doctor just in this little cluster here. There's plenty of skellies to resurrect. Juggernaut there's about to go down. We have this almost full life Juggernaut here. The Princess is going down in a flash. She's gone. She used her ability now. Oh no, we missed the skellies. Oh, I was too busy looking over the right side. Hopefully she's going to come back down now. Or sorry, should I say he? Because there's a Juggernaut, she's going to follow them. If we can get this cluster of skellies, we're going to be in business a little bit more. There we go. So remember, I refer to them as like jelly. Wobbling. Because you see them all bobbling about. But if they're not bobbling about, then they cannot be resurrected. We've got the gunner here. Let's just say the gun tower here. We do have this gun tower here. So let's get our last 2 gunners in here. They'll take care of that gun tower. No problem. We've got the ship to worry about. And then just the... Oh no, I didn't say it. The cannon now. And then the last few collectors. But we've got so many troops. The problem is we don't have enough time. So we're not 3-starred this base, which looks real easy. But like most things, it's not. If we can get across this island quick enough, maybe we'd get the 3-star. Not too bothered about the 3-star, to be honest with you. Just worry about loot. Pop the ability. Can we? There we go. Way, there we go. 6 seconds remaining. There's a 3-star. Almost looked bad there, didn't I? Right, okay, so maybe I'll bring in Greenbeard to the party. Let's start getting the troops. I should have really gemmed the troops. Let's do it now, because I always forget. Do it so many times. So, Greenbeard, yes. Let's remember Greenbeard. Where's the legendary fort? There it is. Go in here. To the left side. Remember, please do not mention the BB word. It is banned. We're not mentioning them. Never. Because I think it's going to be another year before I see that particular BB. Greenbeard's on full stamina. We're going to use him. Wow, okay. So this is a weird shaped base. Trying to go through the flame gates. I've got no problem there. Look at the level walls again. So the level 6 and 7 walls. This is really not ideal for Pirate Hall 10. We've got the mortars here. The decent level bar the ground pounder. You've got Pirate Hall 9 and 10 mixed defences there. But the walls. You've got to do your walls. It's essential. There's a reason why I'm saying it. And there's enough loot about for you to do your walls. And the walls are cheap enough. I mean, I'm going on to level 15 walls and it's 1.8 million gold. It sounds a lot, but it's really not when you compare it to other games in the genre. It's just so cheap. Cheap as chips, as they say. Okay, we need to focus on this ground pounder here. As I said before, the other one over here, apart from protecting the tavern, I really have no idea exactly, and it's not even doing that at the best. I have no idea what that's about. We will come in this back route here again. If we can just get a few juggernauts just to distract in different... Oh, we've got about these buildings. Sib. Right, don't matter. Let's get 2 jugs in now. They're going to start to trigger the flame gates, so it's going to do less damage. That's going to help us out a ton. Let's also get Greenbeard in there. Let's pop his ability there. Perfect. Use our ability for the gunners, because they're going to help him. Let's get the heavy gunner in the back there. I know you're thinking crazy, but yeah, I mean, we're going to do some damage, especially with Greenbeard tanking damage for us. Then when the heavy gunner stops swimming, you're going to die in a second. Come on now. Yeah, that's it, and starts firing. Then we're in business. Keep an eye on the process. Mortar's gone down there. hopefully going to push up after this bunker, and we'll lock up that other mortar there. Run out of patience. There we go. So we locked up a bunch of defences there. Greenbeard's gone down. We had to sacrifice him, but however, the heavy gunner's still alive. The mortar's going to go down in a second as well. Bunker's gone down now. Still got the bombers in there going to work. They're going to take out that cannon for us. Let's have a quick look round. So we've got the gun tower in the back here. Can we get last 3 gunners in there? Help take down that tower from another angle. Maybe you should conserve troops, but I'm one of these. I'd rather overpower a base than worry about saving a few troops and potentially lose. Don't forget, I'm pretty bad when it comes to that. Being indecisive. When do I use my guild ship troops? Yes, no, maybe, but at the time it's too late. I've left it way too late too. Just use that kaboom ability. I love doing that. Guild hall there. Is there anything else left? No, that's it. 3-star. So we've got a nice bit of grog there. Is there any other combos? Are you happy with this combo for now? I'm enjoying it. I like it. I've always been one for using a lot of juggernauts. People use 4 or 5 juggernauts. I've tried that myself. I feel very uncomfortable because, like, then I could waste juggernauts, distracting various defences. But you shouldn't always take advice off of someone else. You should raid and use troops that you feel comfortable in using, rather than going, well, it works for that guy. It might work for that guy, but that's what he's used to. Where before I used to use 10 juggernauts. That was a lot and took up 30 tavern spaces. But it helped me because I found that I could then fan out my gunners and my juggernauts and therefore be able to take on a wider range of the base rather than clumping them all together. Anyway, you have to bear with me a second. I do need a drink. All this talking is absolutely thirsty. What, 325 to 326,000 cost there on the army, so we made about 500,000 profit on the grog. Nexting is very cheap in this game as well. That's what I wanted to bring up. So Nexting is very cheap. Even if you do, I don't know, 100 clicks on Next, it's going to cost you something like 40,000, depending what pirate or you are again. But it's so cheap. So any raids that you do with gold, even this 300,000, it's just such a profit. We spent what, 1,000 looking? It's all profit. Need more gold than this. I'm really feeling like the loot's dried up in this sort of region. Maybe it's up in the 200-300s. We'll see. I hate having to, especially as a live stream, I don't want to keep pushing Next for like 10 minutes, but it starts to feel like we're getting to that stage where we are going to need to, because there's no loot, and I don't want to keep raiding for no loot. We've got to get some stuff going here today. And time is progressing as well. How long have we been shooting this? 32 minutes? That's quite a long time. So hopefully we do like another 10-15 minutes, then we have to wrap up because I'm going to need a break. All this talking. I'm guessing you're probably getting bored of all the talking, right? 600,000, 500 or 1,000 there. This, hello there, we might have a chance. This is a lot better base. We've got to be careful. We've got to really look. Look at little gun tower there. Enough of that, Sib. Pay attention. Right, Grand Pounder there and 1 there. We could come in from the ship, bro. I'm not feeling confident. We've got Boomer. So Boomer, I think, is walls, yeah, 26%. And cannons, increase of damage on cannons by 28%. That's quite major, because they're maxed out cannons. We've got to be real careful with this raid, otherwise it's going to go horribly wrong. I'm feeling like, can we hit this legendary fault? So that pirate was now targeting my gunners. Let's see where these gunners are going to focus in a second. So as we get this done within 2 minutes, perfect. I personally love run 1. Got to go real quick. I'll be back. No problem, guys. I said I'm going to have to wrap it up soon, because I've done a lot of talking and I need a break. I don't know why I put the juggernaut there. It's probably because I'm too busy talking. Now we're going to start to come from this direction. We need to clear out these buildings here. So let's get a few of our guns in there. Probably there as well. Hopefully take out that. Perfect. Now, let's start getting our juggies in here. Again, cluster those together. Witch Doctor, I'm going to be careful with my heavy gunner, because he is going to be a pain in the backside. My Witch Doctor is going to follow him, and I really don't want that, so I might save the heavy gunner back, because trigger ability there. I'm going to save the priestess back till we punch a hole in the wall. Let's have a look, see what's going on here. Okay, so we've got a low level mortar there. We've got a lot of work to try and get through these walls. Maybe we might not have enough bombers to get through the walls. There we go, go on, Greenbeards. That's it, perfect. Now let's think about getting our priestess in. We're really going to need to priest this in. Greenbeard's looking good for now. As soon as his health gets low, we might have a few problems. Come on, Witch Doctor. There we go. Resurrect some skellies. Let's get the priestess in there. We're getting battered around like a ping pong ball. Let's get in there a little bit deeper. There we go. Now target there. So we've locked up half the defences. Not quite the grand panel. That's a real shame. Let's think about getting the heavy gunner in. Maybe if we get him in this angle, he will hopefully take out that grand panel if all else fails. If we're unable to take out the grand panel, we need this bunker gone by the time that our heavy gunner gets there, because it's going to be a pain. There we go. So perfect. Now hopefully the plan comes into action. He's going to take on the grand panel. Yes, perfect prediction there. Let's use his ability now. Priestess, perfect action. Lock up those defences. Now, I fancy using the Juggernaut's ability because there's not many defences left. I want to quickly get this done. I need to get this pirate all taken care of. Now we've got to get a couple of gunners in there. Going to take out them few last buildings, nothing else around. It's coming from another angle. Take out this last gold mine, that last gunner down. Then it's just the ship to worry about. This raid, I'll have to be honest, has gone a lot better than I expected. Problem is, our troops have now gone the long route. We're not going to freestyle the base because the troops have gone the long route. Instead of the gunners targeting the ship from over the wall, they've pretty much just cost me the raid. Now, what do? Do we cheat? Quickly, see if we can get it done in the last few seconds. Trigger the ability, can we? Instead of, no, don't walk around the long way. Look, you've got your one friend there. And, no, we're not going to do it in time. So, why does all the gunners... You've got one gunner triggering, shooting, sorry, from there. Then his other pals, the other 9... See what I mean about indecisive 2? Actually want to walk along the front. Why not just shoot in the same direction? The AI drives me crazy at times. Hello, Heat Miser there as well, by the way. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. Thanks for coming along. I do appreciate it. So that's going to be one more raid left to do, I think, because I'm getting real exhausted now. There's been a lot of talking. I do appreciate you, Carlos, chatting away with me. I felt very low in Heat coming in finally as well. Thank you. Is there any troops you'd like to see me do before I go, Heat? Any troop combo? Just don't give me something too tricky. I wonder. I'm sure you're sitting there laughing, thinking, let's make him look stupid. Let's, like, you know I'm still practicing the Ghastly Gunslingers. I'm not all up there with them. Same with the Sky Raiders. That takes so much. You have to take out the Guild Hall. You have to take out the Lighthouse. You have to take out, I've got to think about it now, the Academy, the Silo. Depending on the level of gold mines too, the storages, they all get in the way of a Sky Raider. And it makes it so hard, especially you've got to pay attention. I pay attention to the wave direction. Because of me and my left and rights, and the flag I think has to face south, and that's the way the Sky Raider's going to come in. Rotate the... See, I use just 3 jugs. I could never ever do that. I would just feel like there's not enough tanks there to protect the DPS behind, like the gunners. I guess if you're flooding it with heavy gunners, or if you've got, like, I don't know, say 45 gunners, then that's a lot of firepower. But it means that you have to destroy a base so quick with having 3 tanks that it's such a risk, and it's one I'm not comfortable with. That's why I'll never run a few jugs or 4 or 5, because it's not in my comfort zone. Where if you used to use, say, 8 or 10 jugs, then I'm sure you'd be at your comfort zone as well, because you'd think, well, hang on, I've not got much firepower here, and I've got all these tanks running around. Where do I put them all? Yeah, I'm sure you're with me on that. It would throw you as well as an attacker. Okay, so I'll stick with this one then. You're sitting there probably too busy laughing, Heat. It's fine. So we're still sitting on the forceful Skellywags. Look at increased damage done by 100%. Yes, that reminds me actually. I saw one the other day, but do one with Skellies. Okay, so you want me to do one with Skellies? That's fine. Let's come out of that. Have I already recruited? Ah, I've already recruited my troops. Sorry, Heat. Saw that too late. We have to go with this, I'm afraid. Maybe we extend a little bit later than I anticipated. That's your fault, by the way. Yeah, maybe I'll do the Skellies. Anything else you want me to use for the Skellies after this battle? Whatever it be. Wow, okay, this base. I feel like just throwing my troops in this one. And if we get a result, we get a result. Maybe try and take on the Grand Panda head on. So we come this direction. It's going to be a total foul. Hello there again, Carlos. Nice to see you again. But yeah, let's waste it. let's just go in there, just to show people that if you want to go head on with a maxed out level ground pounder, there's consequences for it. There's that. I don't care about wasting an army. Don't matter to me. Let's get our jugs in there. This shark trap, if we don't nail this quick, we're gonna be in big problems. Again, I gotta be careful. Oh man, no, the ground pounder's coming into play already. If that witch doctor dies, that's when we know the raid is over. So we're just going to deploy our troops in one section. This is going to be absolute crazy. Just smash those abilities. Just push in there as quick as you can. I don't want the witch doctor being hit. No way at all. Go on, that's it. The shark trap's gone. It's triggered ability. So try it. Oh, just too slow. So to at least get that mortar in there. Wasn't the case. However, these troops are now going to go around the outside. I don't want that because then that's going to pull the witch doctor over there. Let's try and raise some skellies. We've actually lasted a few seconds longer than I thought we would. Not with the witch doctor. The witch doctor's gone. Let's get our last 6 gunners. Just, I mean, we're getting nailed. If we get 30%, I'll be impressed. The heavy gunner is gone. All tanks are gone. And there you go. That's raiding with Civ. There's no strategy. Just throw them in. 26%. Army's gone. Let's try the skellies. Let's go back to something I'm more comfortable with. Right, okay. Skellies. What else am I using with the skellies? I'm feeding 2 witch doctors. I really am. I'm feeding 2 witch doctors. I mean, you don't have to deploy both witch doctors at the same time. But as long as you hold one back, as soon as one dies, you can chuck the other one in. Because I feel like if the 2 witch doctors get too close together, do a gun, skelly, witch doctor, buck. So you want BuGu, yeah? The episode I've done, I don't know, 2-3 videos ago. Right, we'll go with that. We'll go with BuGu. Let's not reorder our troops. Definitely not. Did you find that raid quite funny, by the way? I often do that. I just think, well, why not? Let's try it. If I had maybe a maxed out witch doctor or 2 of them, maybe the raid goes a different way. Let me know what you think, Heat. I know even at higher level gameplay, some people love facing ground pounders on face on, but others hate it. They want to come in from a side angle instead. But I think especially you have to go with something like a 16-20 bombers to be able to get through the walls to be able to do it that way. It's complete different gameplay of higher level gameplay. It's just crazy. Right, okay. So you wanted skellies. I think we're going to have to... Was it 2020 I went with before? Might be wrong. Let's go with 1 witch doctor for now, just so I can get my bearings. I think that will leave us roughly about 8 slots remain. If we go with 24, that leaves us 4 slots. Maybe we go with another witch doctor, and we go with a priestess as well. And that's our BuGu. We're always going to waste our buccaneers first, get them in there, helping the guns clear out the outline buildings, and then our main skellies, because of their ability, will take reduced damage, whereas bucks don't. They just go berserk and go in there real fast. We're not going to use... Oh, we only used 5 guild ship troops, maybe because I didn't spam quick enough. That's why we lost the raids, because I didn't deploy on my on my guild ship troops. Do a gun skelly. Yeah, that's the mess from before. Sorry, I'm reading a bit slow here. We've got to look for something I feel that's going to be worthwhile. We're not going to go for a pirate weight. That's just ruled out. Not going to go for a poor pirate all 9 unless it's a decent pirate all 9. I want to get something. I have been using this for farming. Yes. So do you mean your main pirate all 11 account, or do you mean the pirate all 9 or 8? Oh, did I just ruin that you've got 3 accounts? Whoops. My apologies. 745,000. I want more than that. We're being greedy. This is our last rate. 986,000. The wall's not good, but the defense is not too bad. This is right. Yes, I should do this raid because I love showcasing this. I'm not a fan of having 2 ground pounders facing the same direction. PH9, and it's been working fine for you, the BuGu. And what about your pirate away? What are you using on that? Yeah, so I'm not a fan of ground pounders facing the same direction. And look, there's a single wall there as well. So all we do is we just come in from the side angle. Now the bombers will probably want to go to a single wall because that's the way. But try and pit. And are you having to farm pirate all 9 and 10s load down, because obviously max pirate all 11s using this probably won't work. Then again, I've not got max bucks, gunners, and witch doctors, but I'd love to try it. Okay, let's stop talking. This is going to be our last raid of this evening, because we are running into a well, 45 minutes video. By the time this finishes, we're looking at about 50 minutes. Clean out these outlying buildings as always. So we've got to waste quite a few gunners first. But the problem is we don't want to start detracting from... if we deploy it and we don't clean out these buildings, troops are going to go south. We're going to look stupid. The raid goes completely wrong. Legendary Fort, I should really try and take on Caesar, but he's got gun towers there, there's a bunch of cannons, you've got the mortar there. But again, if we can get a few... Oh, I forgot about this builder's hut. As soon as that goes, we've already wasted a few bucks. Perfect. Now let's get a few bucks in there. We want to start distracting. Let's get Greenbeard in there. It's Poppy's ability there too. Got a Witch Doctor in there. Oh, we didn't use no bombers. Oh, well that's not going to help, is it? Let's get our skellies in there. So we really need to start tanking... Not taking. We need to get through these walls. Walls has been popped now. We're not going to use the ability right away for the skellies. Now we use it. There we go. So because of the mortar fires are now coming into our skellies, it's going to last a bit longer from holding off for a few extra seconds. So now these mortar shots are not going to be so effective on our skellies. We've got our priestess in there. Let's throw her in late as well. We take out one ground panel. Our troops, because it's a level 2 ground panel, they're going to be fine tanking that face on. Although we've got a snidey little gunner here taking on the ground pounder for us. We've got one Witch Doctor back. Let's just trigger our ability. There we go. Pirate down. There's a couple of stuff at the back there. Use our gunner's ability now as well. I'm not a fan of Greenbeard's gone down. And when he's in there doing what he does best, which is quick damage, I'm not a fan of using Greenbeard's Mortar Massacre. Because it takes too long. And I feel that he can do so much more damage doing his basic attacks than using the Mortar Massacre. That's me personally. This raid has gone fantastic. What else are we missing? Is it the little outhouse? There we go. The little outhouse has been taken care of. I hope you've enjoyed this first live stream, and it's given me now the confidence to want to do another one. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'd love to do another live stream. Let me know in the comments below when this is uploaded to YouTube, whether you want to see it as well, more of them. It'll probably be Wednesday evenings for me and Saturday evenings for me as well, which I'm afraid that's going to conflict with my viewers in Asia, because it's going to be early hours in the morning for them. But it's just trying to... Thank you very much, Heat. Very nice, Heat said. And I think obviously the Wednesday one's not going to suit my American viewers. But the Saturday one will, for sure. But then again, if you miss them, they're going to be uploaded to YouTube anyway. So you get to view them that way as well. It just means we don't get the chat function. But yes, I'm going to try and broadcast it more. So hopefully I get more viewers, more chats going on, more suggestions of what to raid and what we're going for, what we're doing. And what you'd like to see in future videos as well. And obviously give you shout outs like I've done today. I hope you enjoyed the video all. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.